The first impression that comes to our mind about any college: tall buildings, big classrooms, large lobby areas, thick books, IT labs, assignments, class tests, and projects. Nothing besides that. Every hour, minute, second spent here help us carving and shaping our persona, cultivating innovative mindsets for the challenging world. Learning is a lifelong process. Sharing knowledge, inculcating values of life, spark the innovative horizons of mind. Fun and frolic is the nature of every nook and corner here. A daily dose of thrill we are sure to get here.
Afternoon everyone. I am Mohammad Kamil, Assistant Professor, DME Media School. Welcome you to the last session of Session Orientation Program SOP 2022. This SOP is being organized for the 5th semester students of 2022 batch, marking the commencement of their 3rd year in DME Media School. Today, we will get the insights on digital media marketing subject, and the expert for the session, Mr. Shibaram Mishra, will be talking about the role of digital media marketing in branding. Before we move ahead, I would like to take a moment here and introduce Delhi Metropolitan Education to our audience. DME is a A-grade premier educational institute affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University and approved by Bar Council of India. DME Media School is one of the most promising media institutes in the country. It offers BA in Journalism and Mass Communication. Major flagship events and initiatives of Media School includes BG Varghese Lecture Series, Peer-to-Peer FDP, International Film Festival SIFI, International Conference ICANN, and Vritika Convention of Media Students. And newly added to the series is Vibrant India Series. For more information, follow us on our social media handles. Now, I invite Dr. Amrish Saxena, Dean and Professor, DME Media School, and ideator of SOP 2022 to mark the beginning of this program with his opening remarks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Kamil. This is the 3rd year that we are organizing this session orientation program. In the beginning of paper and one elective paper, wherein this digital media is in the core. Though talking about the digital technology, obviously that is in the forefront of every activity that we do, every paper that is taught or that is studied, that's very much there. But in this semester, the focus is on the digital media, whether it comes to the content, whether it comes to the presentation or the marketing of those companies. So the way the media has grown, obviously earlier this whole marketing thing used to be part of BBA or MBA, but then the way the things have moved, even in media, the marketing understanding has to be there, because you are creating some content and how you will reach out to your audience. That is something that must be understood by each and everybody. So that is how this whole session we have conceived. And Mr. Shibaram Mishra has been there with us since beginning. So we cannot think of anybody else except him to take this particular session because his session is very interactive, and also he has the kind of rich experience and the entrepreneurship that he has, that is in any case to be translated to the fresh batch of his students. So I welcome Mr. Shibaram Mishra, and I'm looking forward to again having a very meaningful and impressive session this time also. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for introducing the SOP to our audience. Now, before we begin, I want to introduce the guest. Our guest for the day is Mr. Shibaram Mishra. Sir is a technopreneur and marketer by profession. When someone asks Mr. Shibaram, what do you do? He replies, I help people and business grow. He is an IM certified digital marketer with 20 plus years of experience in web, software development, business development, and digital marketing. Sir had the opportunity to work with 300 plus small business owners as well as a national and international organizations like Coca-Cola, Airtel, and United Nations. Way back in 2007, when paid advertising was yet to come, Mr. Shibaram had generated more than 300 leads of investment for government of Odisha, out of which 70 signed up with close to more than $1 million of investment. Currently, he is helping many organizations, mainly e-com and B2B grow. Few names that are in the list of many organizations for which Mr. Shibaram Mishra is helping for the business. These are wholesaler.com, the monthly revenue of which is around 1 crore. Jaipur Fabrics, the monthly revenue of that organization is of around 50 lakhs. Hello Kids having 690 plus franchise. Brain Wonders having 100 plus franchisee. He has also helped startups scale of around 5 lakhs in a revenue of 6 months. He is a lead generator for B2B companies, that is SaaS based, and he has so many things that are to the list, the things which he is currently doing. So we are honored to have such an exceptional intellect with us today for the session. Now I request Mr. Shibaram to please take the program forward and enlighten our students.
Thank you, Kamil. I'm not used to listen things about me, but yeah, it feels good to be honest. Thank you, Kamil, first of all, for coordinating the entire thing, communicating. Amrit sir, thank you once again for inviting me. And now it has, I know this brand DME, I feel a part of, extended part of it. So Smita ma'am, I'm looking forward to meet you sometime when I'm in Delhi. And okay, guys, I promise we'll make it interactive. So be attentive. Whatever I'm going to share is going to be useful for you because you have already studied that digital marketing is not a alien concept for any of us. 2 years back when COVID was not there, digital marketing was an option. Now it is not optional. Everybody has adopted digital. So sooner or later, people have started spending money on digital marketing at a smaller level, at a larger level. And this is going to be the one of the instrument in our life so that we can brand ourselves. First of all, we can brand the company which we are working or the business we run. So I'll share a presentation which will capture what are the types of digital branding activity, digital marketing and branding together, how you can use. Also, I'll help you understand that how you can shape your career. Probably you are looking forward for that. What are the job options that is available and what do companies look for? So I'll take questions towards the end of it. So let's get started. This feature is cool, right? You can have the PPT and you can see yourself at the corner. You can see me here at the corner here. Yeah. This is a cool feature. You don't have to switch between two things basically. So, okay, let's get started. Role of digital media marketing for branding purpose. So let us understand, let us classify what kind of branding we are looking forward. So all of us will have different objective when it comes to branding. So personal branding, how you want to brand yourself. Remember that, even if you want to do a job, your resume is your brand. What you position in your resume, how you want to show yourself. If you say hardworking, your interviewer will assume you as a hardworking person. So he or she will judge you from that point of view. If you write, I'm a creative person in the resume, that person will talk about that, think about that. So that starts, the personal branding starts from that level. What you post on your social media, how your LinkedIn looks like, LinkedIn profile looks like. What you post on Facebook, what you post on Twitter, what you post on Instagram, all this thing actually decide your brand. How your friends, colleagues, peers, your family members take you, all these things are branding basically. So how you want to be remembered, that is what is branding. So In terms of personal branding, I would like to say that, LinkedIn is going to be very, very helpful. So do not neglect LinkedIn. Have a very crisp profile so that the interviewer, normally this is a practice, we ask for their LinkedIn profile, that whenever somebody applies, normally the most of the job posting and hiring is happening through LinkedIn. So take care of your LinkedIn profile, give importance to your LinkedIn profile, keep posting something relevant to your thing so that you don't you are more visible. If the more you post, the more engagement you will get. The second one is a product branding. Third one is a service branding. So product and service, I don't need to explain. You guys are smart enough to understand. Cultural branding. Okay. Cultural branding. What is cultural branding? Anybody? Anyone? Any guesses? Let us make it interactive so that your time and my time both are equally useful. So what is personal cultural branding for you? Any guesses? There is no right or wrong. What is cultural branding?
Students, you can write on the chat box also.
Yeah, you can write in the chat. So let me give an example. So companies, there are companies where they have a very strict work culture, very strict timing, very strict work rules and all this thing. Then there are companies who are people centric. So let's say Japanese companies are productivity centric, and Indian companies mostly are people centric, believe it or not, or agree or not. Then there are American companies who are revenue centric. So every company, every organization has a cultural tag attached to it. So how they want to be looked at. Japanese company means productivity, mostly. Like you work like a machine and you finish thing. American company means revenue centric. Indian companies are people centric, creativity centric, right? What is geographic branding? Indian company, foreign company, Chinese company. So that is a branding that is attached with that. Final one is corporate branding. How people want to see this company as. Okay, this guy is help in XYZ. So whatever the corporate wants to communicate. So it starts with personal branding, that is you. Then product branding is how you want to brand a product as. Cheap product, costly product, very good product, sasta product, mega product, all these kind of things. These tags, these adjectives are basically branding attached to each product, and the same kind of services also. The same applies to the services also. Moving ahead. So branding, all of us know, all of us understood. Now, what is digital branding? There is a thin difference between digital marketing and digital branding. The digital branding is the digital assets you create for your personal brand or any kind of brand, and what you put in that. So this is the definition point of view. A digital branding is the process of using digital assets to create an online brand identity that can be expressed on virtually and in a digital channel. ये 3 idiot का ही आ जाता था definition, मुझे I'm very bad at that. So but अब देख लो. So this is the process. Any digital assets that represents your brand. It is a digital branding basically. To your website, your your logo, your social media profile, your Facebook page, your LinkedIn page, your Google My Business page, or anything, your LinkedIn profile, everything. So digital branding helps you communicate the message, the marketing message you want to communicate to your target audience, and build an image in their mind. So there is a recall factor. With every brand, there is something called a recall factor. How people remember you. Do they remember you first of all? And if they remember you, how they remember you? So people normally use an adjective. Okay. So this is a small difference between digital branding and digital marketing. Digital marketing is designed to capture leads and sell products. Digital marketing is the machinery which actually runs on digital assets basically. And the idea is to create awareness, create curiosity, and sell. Whereas digital branding exists to build the relationship and engage customers. Okay, how people connect with you. This is a small difference between things. So what are the digital marketing tools or instruments? Or what are the activities basically? Sorry. So branding and awareness, getting website traffic, generating leads. Leads are basically something who are interested in your product and services. And generate sales. This 4 activity primarily are the part of digital marketing. And digital marketing is used to create awareness, create curiosity, then generate a demand and fulfill the sales basically. So here we would briefly classify the digital marketing into two parts: push marketing, pull marketing. So push marketing is demand generation. Okay. Pull marketing is demand fulfillment. Okay. So you are hungry and you are searching something. You are going to Zomato and opening searching for a food. So that is demand fulfillment. Basically, you open and you actually order for something, but you are not hungry. Okay. You are watching something, or you are browsing through your Facebook news feed. You are swiping your Facebook or Instagram news feed, and Zomato pushes an ad that pizza ka aa gaya, kuch aur aa gaya. And even if you are not hungry, that message comes to your mind, goes to your brain, and you suddenly feel like having it. Simple. So demand generation is pushing. Basically, you're creating a desire. And pull marketing is demand fulfillment basically. So demand generation is done through social media marketing and content marketing. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, or any other social media marketing platform. And content marketing is done through blog, video, podcast. Content marketing, why I have put it inside demand generation, because there is no direct need here, and you can actually generate the need by through a video, through a blog, or through a podcast, or through some any audio visual thing, or any text related stuff. And demand fulfillment is basically done by when people organically search something, or when they are searching, we can also run ads. So search engine optimization, search engine marketing. Now everything is understand that digital marketing was very simple 5 years back, where we used to run ads and run an ad and people will click and buy. There were less number of people selling online, less number of people searching things for online, less number of competition was there. So digital marketing was very easy. Like, Kamil was telling, right? 2007, I did something in SEO, we got 300 leads. It's not easy nowadays. Okay. There are competition and people will not believe what they see immediately, because they have lots of options. When you have options, you need to choose. You choose the best. Human mind will choose the best. People will evaluate. People will cross-check. What do you do when you want to go? You go to Amazon, you find a good product. The price is good. I think 90% of us will look at the review. What is the review? Even if it looks very glossy, glittery, we look at review. Even if the product image is bad, but reviews are good, you will buy because 500 people have bought. So it's a proper market mix. So earlier days, it was less competition, less amount of content on internet, less people doing marketing, less number of people also searching. So demand and supply was less on online media. Nowadays, everything is online. In coming days, let's say, in current days also, Blinkit, Zepto, Zomato delivering in 20 minutes, Donzo delivering in 20 minutes, Big Basket delivering 20 minutes. Even if I want something, even if I want a 10 rupees product or a 50 rupees product, I open my mobile and order it. I don't want to go to the shop next door also. Pan bhi milta hai aajkal, right? Pan khana hai to wo bhi order kar lo, right? So online media is growing, and this is a new way of life. There is nothing wrong in it as long as you are using it properly. So branding is very, very important. How people remember you, how people look at you, how does it look when they open your digital assets? What does the website tells about a product or a company? When you open a website, actually, you will agree to that when you open a website, कुछ तो mind में आता है कि यार अच्छा website है, slow है, right? या फिर बहुत complicated है, कितना छोटा font रखा है, कितना bright color रखा है, कितना dull लग रहा है, there is no image, कितना text book जैसा लग रहा है. तो we create an picture of that company from the website itself. First post, let's say suppose somebody is posting something, some company or brand is posting something, and there's a very shabby kind of image they are using. बोला क्या बकवास डाला है, ये क्या है, ये क्या बोलते हैं वो. You don't get a very good picture of that company or the brand or the person. So how you hit the first impression is very, very important. And how you communicate your message on the first instance or the first impression on the ad to a unknown audience is very, very important. So here the idea of funnel comes. Funnel is everywhere nowadays. So earlier, like let's say people used to run sales ad, e-commerce ad, people used to buy. Now people need to understand about that brand. You need to reach out to them from multiple channels. We call it omni-channel marketing, that people see something on Facebook, they don't buy at the first instance. You retarget them, show some other angles. They know about the brand, but they're not purchasing. Then after 2 days, they will search on Google. Okay. And if your SEO is strong, you will come up. They'll go to the product page and evaluate that. Maybe they will not purchase in the third instance also. Then we'll retarget them on Facebook, or if they're searching again, we'll show them a Google ad and people will buy. So there are multiple touch points here. And so in this process, we need to take them through this process of awareness. So unaware to aware, aware to somebody who is considering or a lead. Lead, if the lead is qualified, they become a prospect. If the prospect is given a right offer, they will purchase. So from unaware customer to a purchaser or a customer, this is the process of funnel. The branding comes at the top level and the most important part. So here what happens, as you see funnel, the branding level, let's say 10 lakh people will see our branding awareness video or ad. Out of that, let's say 1,000 people are purchasing. So how you treat those people in the first instance is very, very important. So I think, Kavilji, can you help me? Have they completed the branding and digital media part? This is the 5th semester, right?
Sir, we are yet to start with this semester. It is just the beginning, and these are the like orientation sessions.
Okay,
we haven't started. Yes, sir.
Got it. So this is an important concept, guys. We practice that in our daily marketing activity for ourselves or our clients, that, whatever social media post we write, whatever blog we write, whatever page we create in the website, any kind of content that goes to any digital media has a path. Okay. I'll like, probably कोई lunch के बाद सो ना जाए, छोटा सा joke यहाँ पे बताऊंगा. I think it's a practical joke. कि आई थिंक 10 साल पहले कहीं ना कहीं तो कोई तो रेस्टोरेंट में खाना खा के आए, उसके बाहर एक वो सब्जी का वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको, ऑटो ट्रॉली वाला ऑटो रहता है ना, ट्रॉली वाला ऑटो के पीछे ट्रॉली रहता है जिसमें वो सब्जियां करता है, तो वो उसके पीछे लिखा था बड़ा होकर ट्रक बनूंगा. ओके. तो वो ऑटो का विश है कि वो बड़ा होकर ट्रक बनूंगा. सेम थिंग, यू हैव टू ड्रॉ ए पाथ ऑफ योर डिजिटल कंटेंट, कि how this digital content is going to translate to a customer or a lead or a prospect. So you need to have a journey. कि suppose you create a post about any product or service. Let's say DME का मैं एक post बना रहा हूँ. So I talk about the campus. Suppose I created a 2 minutes video or 30 seconds video on campus. Now what happens after that video each watch is important. So normal people will watch the video, click on a call to action, go to the website page. There will be a form. After the form is filled up, somebody will call. There will be an orientation session. Then there is an admission. So that video's objective is to create awareness about the campus, bring them to the website. So always ask, whatever branding activity you are doing, what next? What is the purpose of this content? Why I am creating? If there is no purpose, don't even waste 1 second on doing anything. What is the purpose? The purpose of awareness is to create a picture, create a mindset about a product or a service or a brand or a person or whatever it is. What next? Always ask, why should I do it? What is the next step? So awareness ka next step hai, it will be a consideration, awareness, consideration, conversion we call it. Awareness se lead, aware se unaware to aware, aware to lead, lead to prospect, prospect to sale. So even if you are going to a organization, tomorrow you are working for somebody, if you are doing freelancing, I'm sure most of you must be thinking about, like, digital marketing, freelancing, working as an intern, all these things. So always understand that, what is the purpose of this? Why I am creating this piece of content? Why I am creating a post? Why I am writing a blog? What happens next is very, very important. Once we complete this PPT, I'll show you the funnel diagram, how we use the entire marketing funnel. So yeah, Kamil, actually we got the idea that how to utilize the time. So we'll take care of the funnel also. So Branding comes in the first stage and the most important part, according to me, because if you are getting good people at the top of the funnel, you will get very good audience at the bottom of the funnel also. If you are getting junk people, you will get junk. आलू डालने से सोना नहीं निकलता ना हर जगह पे, right? So, sorry, and it's apolitical. It was not meant to talk about anyone. So, okay, then we'll talk about what are the if the funnel part is clear, we'll move to the next thing and we'll see what are the options available in social media platform like Facebook, LinkedIn, and what is available on Google. So in Facebook, actually, if you open the ad manager, how many of you have done any kind of Facebook ad? Just type yes if you have done. So this left side is the old Facebook objectives. Okay, great. Divya have done. So Divya, this right side is the new campaign objective that Facebook is giving us. Left side is the old one, right? So it has 3 levels, funnel levels: awareness, consideration, and conversion, right? So in awareness, there is a brand awareness and reach. In consideration, traffic, engagement, app installation, video views, lead generation, message. In conversion, catalog sales, and store traffic. Store traffic is removed from the new ad objective. So right side is the new ad objective where awareness is one of the stages. So if you see the right side, awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, app promotion, sales, this is again a funnel type of thing. In awareness, it tells us about reach, brand awareness, and video views. Reaching is you define your target audience, that's say 18 to 35 aged people, both male and female, people who keep interest in education, people who have completed graduation, and anything interest targeting. So you define your audience and the Facebook shows the ad to everyone in that audience segment. So here reach ad is meant to reach in everyone. Brand awareness ad is meant to create a brand recall factor. What is a brand recall factor? How many people are more likely to remember this brand? Now we'll think that how Facebook will know that whether a person will remember your brand or not. This is defined by the audience behavior tracking by Facebook. So what happens is Facebook tracks your behavior, whatever you do. You scroll. So even if you don't click on an ad, if you have shown an ad to somebody, Facebook has a tag that I showed the ad to Shibaram. Shibaram clicked on it or Shibaram did not click on it. That data also Facebook is capturing. Okay, then how Facebook will identify the brand recall factor? Suppose I get an ad of DME, okay, and I don't do anything. I don't click on that ad, don't go to the website. Second time I show the ad, second time I see an ad of DME. If I click on that, Facebook will identify that this guy has a brand recall factor. That's why first time he did not click, but second time he clicked. So he remembered something, that logo, the name, something. So brand awareness ads are targeted to people who have never come to your website, have never liked your Facebook page, have never liked your Instagram profile, have not clicked on any ad, fresh set of people. So brand awareness ads are done to reach out new segment of people. Video views can be used for any purpose. Ideally, it is to educate or explain or clear it out or create a desire, anything depending on the content of the video. So Facebook ads are the most powerful. Facebook ads are the most powerful medium to create brand awareness. Facebook and Instagram both. Now there is a debate that Instagram is for young people, Facebook is for old people. Nothing like that. Probably people spend more time on Instagram, entertainment kind of content, but audiences are there in both the platforms. And this is based on the data that we get from our ad campaigns. If time permits, I'll show you how people actually come through Facebook and Google. We are doing an ad for MBA college and we got people from Facebook and Instagram both. And the age group was 18 to 23, right? So it works. Both the things work. So don't be biased. Our job is to distribute content. Facebook and Instagram's job is to just represent the content and present the content to the target users. I hope I'm clear till now. If you're not sleepy or not sleeping, just say, yes, I'm awake or something so that I know that people are actually consuming the content. Are you there? Are you there? Okay, great, great. नहीं तो मैं सो जाऊंगा नहीं तो पता नहीं. Imagine I switch off the video and just talk. You will feel boring, right? So just be interactive because I'm going to answer your question. If you have already started experimenting with Facebook ad, LinkedIn ads, or Google ads, I can clear your doubts right now, right after this session. Okay. So imagine that you have a target audience. Facebook ads are on demand. Social media ads are on demand at demand generation kind of thing. The moment, suppose let's say let's take an example. Maybe 10 years back, I think roughly 9 years, 8 years back, wireless charger came for mobile, right? Nobody thought of a wireless charger. So nobody will search on Google. कोई जाके करेगा wireless charger for my phone. किसके दिमाग में है ही नहीं. So in that case, social media was very, very powerful. So through social media, you can push a concept, anything that is your brainchild, startup, something, a product concept, a new, a service, new kind of service. All this thing you can push through Facebook ads. Facebook ads do work, and I have lots of results. As a company, we spend $150,000 every month on Facebook ad. Okay, so that is close to 1.3 crores. Equal amount is spent on Google ads. So both Facebook and Google works. So Facebook, you can reach out to your target audience if you know how to communicate. I think storytelling was one of the module in the syllabus, right, Kamilji? Storytelling is one of the thing, right?
Yes,
so
sir, we
Facebook
have.
and social ad is all about storytelling. How you actually tell your story to somebody, how you communicate the message. The important part here is there is a concept called triple distill. So whenever communication, this is a funny concept, but very important. There is something called a triple distilled thing. Okay. What is triple distill? You want to communicate something. Okay. And the person who is watching that or reading that will assume something. Okay. And then there is a hidden meaning to that, or somebody can misinterpret that. So that should not happen. So it should not be triple listed. It should be simple. Keep it short and simple, we call it. And we use another term in marketing, in our agencies, in our digital marketing fraternity, is we call it that, your communication should be idiot proof. Idiot proof means not that, we are like demeaning something. Idiot proof is even if an idiot looks at that marketing content, he or she should understand. सिंपल होना चाहिए पूरा, कि आप जो कम्युनिकेट करना चाहते हो वो ऑन द डॉट, ऑन द स्पॉट, वो लोगों को समझ में आना चाहिए. नथिंग मोर, नथिंग लेस, राइट? सो ब्रांडिंग इज द फर्स्ट थिंग. यू कैन लाइक समथिंग यूजिंग Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, you can reach out to people on demand. That is the beauty of social ads, push marketing. You can install your thoughts into their mind. You can create a desire. You can sell pizza to somebody even if he or she is not hungry. You can sell a t-shirt to somebody even if he has 20 others. Okay? तो इसीलिए होता है ना कि इतना 50 टी-शर्ट क्यों रखा है, उसको कपड़ा है लेकिन डिजायर क्रिएट हुआ उसके मन में, तभी जाके वो खरीदा है, राइट? सो in Facebook ad, if time permits, we'll go to the other part also. We'll see how Facebook ad others. Let us go to the next part. So Facebook ad, guys, okay. So if you want to learn Facebook ad, there are multiple things, but I will suggest Facebook Blueprint is free training. Go and learn from that, because don't miss the basics. Search for Facebook Blueprint. I've typed it here, and I have some videos on my personal page. There are open videos. You don't have to buy anything. You can go and learn basics of Facebook ad here. I have shared my page here. You'll find some good videos on Facebook ads. If you want to learn Facebook ads, you can actually go and check that. I have, I think, 10-20 videos on that are still relevant, and I keep posting more videos on that. So you can go to the page and check that. And if you have any question, you can message me. I don't reply instantly, but yeah, I will reply to your question. You can mention that I am from DME. I'll be giving them some bonus attention to that. Okay. Yeah. Now we are known to each other, right? So Facebook ad you should leverage. And yeah, apart from branding, you can also do all kind of activities like getting traffic to your website. Engagement is basically interactive ads in Messenger, Now WhatsApp is also, WhatsApp ads are there. Lead generation, app promotion is only for mobile apps, and sales. Sales is through basically e-commerce or WooCommerce or Shopify or any kind of thing. Okay. All these objectives can be fulfilled through Facebook ad. Now coming to the Google ads, Google ad, even if it is a search centric thing, there is a brand awareness and reach objective here. So Facebook is not completely fulfillment platform. You can also create brand awareness and reach. Now, how Facebook identifies that, this, who is the right audience, and based on their past activity, based on their demography, based on their affinity segment, based on their behavior. So let's say I'm doing an ad for a mobile phone. So Facebook knows that, this guy has searched. There is a movie, I Know What You Did Last Summer, right? How many have watched that? So I Know What You Did Last Summer is a movie. So the Facebook knows what you did yesterday. Google knows what you did yesterday online, right? So based on your behavior, they will target you ads. So if you want to sell a mobile phone, Google knows that, this guy had searched for Google mobile phone in last 2 days. I've gone to a website, searched for browse through a mobile phone on Amazon, on the brand thing. So it will start pushing you images ads on partner websites where there is a space for Google ads. So branding and awareness is also possible through Google. And there are two formats here. One is a display ad where Google shows you ads on partner website where they have enabled Google AdSense. Also, video ad is solely on YouTube. You are watching something, a video ad comes, that is YouTube, right? So partner websites or YouTube. So branding and awareness can be done on this. So in YouTube, actually what you can do is you can target by keyword or you can target by channel. For example, suppose I want to target my ads. Suppose I'm selling a cookbook, suppose, or I'm selling a recipe, or I'm selling pasta. Okay, let's say I have a millet pasta company. So where is my target audience? They are on channels, YouTube channels where somebody is telling about millets and pasta. So I identify 5 channels and tell YouTube that, show my ad on those channels only, because they are my customers. Mera customer wahan pe hai. So that can be done. Display ad, you can select which websites to show your ad, or Google can also do for you. Okay. There is a misconception that Google ads are costly. If you do it rightly, it is not costly. Ultimately, you look at profitability, return on ad spend, return on investment, basically. LinkedIn also has a brand awareness objective where you can actually tell about your product services to LinkedIn audiences. LinkedIn audiences are lesser number, but they are mostly working professionals. So if you target by job titles, for example, I have a product for a product manager, project managers only. So I can select all the project managers, show the ad only to them. There is a small difference between Facebook, LinkedIn, and Google. Facebook ad is interest targeting. Okay, completely based on what they browse, which page they like, which post they like, which video they watch. Google is again about search based, so keyword based and affinity based. LinkedIn is mostly job title based. So in LinkedIn, basically, 2 types of targeting you can do. You can target by job title or you can target by industry. For example, I have created a product for a finance industry. So I can select all the people who are working in finance industry with X job title. I've created a product for product managers. I can say, okay, I'll target all the people who are product managers or project managers. They should see my ad. There is also a misconception that you can't sell things on LinkedIn. You can sell things, but of course, I don't sell a single t-shirt. For example, I'm creating this kind of branded t-shirt for companies. Suppose, let's say Vista Print is doing an ad. So Vista Print can target that all the people who are procurement manager, purchase manager, okay, or some, let's say HR manager, admin manager. I can show the ad to them, schedule a call, and I can sell. So there are different ways to sell. ऐसे काम को ऐसे पकड़ो, depending on the requirement, right? So LinkedIn can be used for B2B sales, bulk selling, you can say, or group selling, you can say. That can be done. Again, in LinkedIn is very elaborative here. Single image, carousel ad, video ad, text ad. Text ad normally if you want to sell a very known kind of product, जिसको आपको समझाने की जरूरत नहीं है. So you can do a very focused text ad, spotlight ad, follower ad, you can get more follower, conversation ad, basically chatting kind of thing, and event ad. If you have an event, you can do that. So you can still outreach people through branding and awareness in LinkedIn. Apart from that, you can get website visit, engagement, video views, lead generation, website conversion, and job application. All this thing can be done. Okay. Now, what we should consider here is we create branding for ourselves, keeping in mind about our target audience. हम अपने लिए ब्रांडिंग करते हैं, लेकिन किसके लिए करते हैं? एक पर्टिकुलर पर्पस के लिए करते हैं, right? So branding is both. Branding is a confused branding. If people get confused with branding, कि I should tell my story, but to whom? To your target audience, right? तो उनके लिए अपना इमेज कैसे होना चाहिए, that we have to show that what we want to portray to our target audience about us. What we don't want to portray, we should not do that. We should not confuse. Confused people never do business with us, basically. Confused buyers never, confused audience never buys. So branding is for both. We always tell the corporate branding. Corporate branding for whom? That part actually we had a second. Actually, I stay near HAL and every 10 minutes there is a fighter jet hovering over my head. Okay. It doesn't let me sleep in the daytime. Okay. So, okay. We had a very constructive debate among our marketers thing. Branding is for whom? For the company or for the target audience. Okay. My personal brand is mine. Okay. I'll see. I will do whatever I want to. I want to communicate this, but for whom? For my target audience. So, keeping your target audience in mind, we should create your brand story, should create your brand assets. Okay. If I say that, it's a fun brand, and I like black color or gray color, but I'm an owner of a fun brand. Okay. Or a kids brand. If I say everything in black and white, nobody will buy that. Nobody will connect to that. Right. So we create branding for our target audiences. So what is their preferences? Who are they? Where do they live? What is their age group? What is their income? Okay, what they like? Which languages they speak? Which kind of magazines they read? Which kind of websites they visit? Okay, what is the timing they are active? Which time of the day they are active? Depending on all this thing, we should create our branding and marketing messaging. Clear till now, guys? We are coming towards the end of the presentation. Then we'll go and check the funnel map. Then we'll take the question and answers. So any questions till now? Any questions?
Sir, I'm getting questions directly on my chat. So I'll be asking you towards the end.
Got it. Okay. What are the important factors you should consider for any kind of branding? You should have a brand kit. Brand kit means your logo, which font, which color, okay, which type of graphics I should use, which kind of, suppose I'm using vector images, or if I'm using photographs, or if I'm using illustrations, so that should be maintained. User interface and user experience is very, very important. Many times the great concepts are there, but their website is buggy or their app is buggy, so people do not use that app. Okay, there are questions. Then the tone of marketing communication is very, very important. Are you a pro people company, or are you you want to highlight your product, service, or the customer whom you want to target? So that tone of marketing is very, very important. कि बहुत जगह पे होता है ना कि यार product तो अच्छा है but customer service बेकार है. Okay, in some cases people are okay with problems, mistakes, or bad quality product or service because the support was very good. Okay, at least सुनने के लिए तो कोई है ना यार, चल दो खाना खराब था लेकिन एटलीस्ट फोन करने से सॉरी बोला. Okay, so what you want to communicate, how you want to show your thing, and what kind of tone your brand carries, that is important, and that tone should be carried by the CEO, also the office boy. Everybody should carry that kind of messaging. The brand message should be very clear. How you pass on empathy and care is very, very important for your branding. There are two things, like basically you are confident or you are overconfident and you are arrogant. So brands also behave that way. Okay. So you should not be of course you have to show your confidence, but if you're arrogant, people will attach that adjective to your brand. बहुत knowledgeable लेकिन बहुत arrogant है यार, छोड़ो उसको, नहीं चाहिए, right? Brands also like, क्या यार, तेरा दूसरा अल्टरनेटिव है ना, मैं नहीं खरीदूंगा तेरा प्रोडक्ट, ओके होगा, तुम ये होगा वो होगा, 30 GB रैम वाला मोबाइल होगा, लेकिन यार सर्विसेज अच्छा नहीं है. So people carry that kind of thing, so that is all branding. And what message you pass, how you communicate, that is also part of your brand story, brand communication, basically brand, not the brand story, brand communication. So branding is like a combination of all this thing. And to summarize, you create beautiful brand assets, create beautiful website, create proper imagery, text, and all this thing. And marketing helps you distribute that content to your target audiences, depending on different objective. And what is the objective? To create awareness, to create curiosity, or to create a demand and sales, basically, right? So awareness, consideration, and conversion. I would like to share that these are the things which are in demand and which will always be in demand. Content writer, copywriter, always remember, if you write good, you are good, you love writing, you are in demand. You will find lots of people doing Facebook ad, Google ad, very less number of copywriter and content writer. They are in demand. Earlier, everybody, like, earlier in, let's say 5 years back, digital marketing executive was the job role. और जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन कैसे होना चाहिए था, जैसे वो शादी के लिए इस्तेहार होना चाहिए ना, ये होना चाहिए, वो होना चाहिए, इसके करके होना चाहिए, खाना बनाना आना चाहिए, डांस करना आना चाहिए, सिंगिंग आता है तो अच्छा है ना. तो पहले ऐसे जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन होता था. नाउ so people used to say that you should know Photoshop, you should know Facebook ad, Google ad, SEO, and you should also know how to cook. Okay, how to cook कोई नहीं बोलता, बट ऐसे 5 टाइप का मिला के जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन होता है. नाउ द जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शंस आर वेरी वेरी फोकस्ड. Content writer, if you like long form of content, blogs, video scripts, you are in demand. If you know how to write copy for ads, you are in demand. Graphic designer, now, okay, Canva, all these things have come. It's very easy to create a graphic, but creating a graphic which sells, which converts, which creates curiosity is very, very important. Good brands, good agencies are looking for good graphic designer, and they are either equally paid or highly paid. They are paid higher than other advertisers also. So if you have a creative skill, hone it. Don't hesitate to just like showcase it. Create a Behance profile and showcase it, basically. Video is the core of digital marketing now. So if you know how to create videos, either recorded videos or animated videos or like any kind of videos, you are in demand. So this first 4 will always be in demand. Always remember, Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, or TikTok, or anything else, the first 4, content, copy, graphics, and video maker, are always going to be in demand. These are less stressful job because there is no number attached to it. Performance marketer means कितना पैसा खर्चा किया, कितना आया, वो पूछते रहेगा. But graphic designer, copywriter, video maker, you create good quality content, your job is done. So less stressful, less number related job profile. Advertising executives, if you are good, if you have logical skills, if you know how to analyze things, you can create a map, funnel map, then you can go for Facebook ads, Google ads, or LinkedIn ads. LinkedIn ads, Indian people, in India, less number of people are doing LinkedIn ad because they find it costly. But yeah, Google ads and Facebook ad, you can find lots of job opportunities. SEO is another skill. If you are very cool, composed, and love to sit on a particular type of work for 2-3 hours without getting distracted, or you can have a cool head, basically, you can go for SEO. SEO is in demand. It was in demand. It will be in demand. Okay. So SEO is evergreen job. Website designer, again, it is a evergreen job. So advertising executives, only you have to be focused to Facebook, Google, or LinkedIn. But yeah, that is also in demand. Like, and if you are into performance marketing, you can make up to ₹1,00,000 a month. And keeping in mind that content writer, easily you can make 40 to 50,000 rupees if you focus. Get into any company, and I would suggest don't start with freelancing. If you are getting an opportunity, do a an internship somewhere for 2-3 months at least, so that get a habit of working in a team. Then you can choose to do whatever you want. If you're already doing freelancing, well and good, but working in a team has a advantage because you get other ideas, you get feedbacks. So all these things are job opportunities. You can choose what to do, and all of them are equally lucrative, and there are plenty of job opportunities. So like now I can ask, like, what is the kind of job you want to do, or what is the kind of work you want to do after you finish your DME, this course in DME? What is your role? Now you can tell. Now you know me, so you can answer me. Okay. Yeah. What is the kind of profile? Any of you are focusing on getting into any kind of job which is listed here?
Students who are interested in, those who are looking to make career in DMM, so they can answer. You can also type in the chat box. Divya Prakash.
Meanwhile, there was a question here: how to decide when to go for Google AdWords and when to choose Facebook advertising? If people are searching for it, then do a keyword research. If people are searching for it, then Google Ads is the best. Okay. If there are less number of searches and it is a concept, Facebook is mostly concept selling and desire selling, basically, right? If there is a demand, means people are searching on thing, you can go to Ad Manager, Google Ad Manager, and do keyword research. Okay. Sumedha, I think that answers your question. There is a question from Divya.
Divya Prakash.
Sorry, Divya Prakash, sorry. Is there any alternative for SEM, as Google Ads is very costly sometimes for small business startups? Now, Instagram is also part of Facebook, but when you look at creation of ads, it's completely different option. Okay.
Yes, he has asked two questions, sir.
Yeah, two questions. So,
yes.
Alternative for SEM, there is no alternative for SEM, but you can do Google Ads, Bing Ads, and now Geo has also come with another push ad, basically. Not push ad, this search ad. So there is no alternative. And keep the second part of the first question is, it is costly. Okay. When it is costly, you have to see, depending on the auction or the bidding, Google decides the cost per click. So you imagine that, suppose this is a 500 rupees product. Okay. And I do Facebook ad, Google ad for both. Okay. So in Facebook, suppose in 500 rupees, I get 10 sales. Okay. In Google, suppose in 500 rupees, I get 20 sales, which is costly. So imagine the cost, ad cost and revenue. You have to calculate that way. Conversions will be more on Google because people are searching for it. More people will see your ad in Facebook. Probably less people will buy because you are doing a concept selling. But it can equally match to each, it can equally balance. So Facebook is about visual storytelling and creating at the desire. Google is desire fulfillment, basically. Instagram, second question is, Instagram is part of a Facebook. It was always part of Facebook and Facebook ad. Look at the creation of ads. Both have completely different options, while Facebook has much more wider range. Insta has some limitations. Okay, if you are doing ad creation from Instagram app or Facebook app, you have limitations. Ideally, when you do it from an ad manager, Divya Prakash, you have all the options. Okay. And ideally, you need to have two types of videos or images: a square image for which fits all. For Instagram stories, reel, or that kind of ad, you need to have tall images, 9:16. That is the same thing with Facebook stories also. So you just have to create a different version of the images or videos. How digital marketing can help me in pursuing MBA in marketing management? It's not clear, but probably you are telling that if I know digital marketing, will it help me in doing
MBA in marketing management?
I think this question is
not clear. Yes, sir. This is not clear to me as well.
If you do, let me assume, if you have digital marketing knowledge, it will help you getting selection in your interview, MBA interview also. And while learning, you can also implement. For example, यहाँ पे marketing 4 P's of marketing पढ़ा रहे हैं, तो इधर आके Facebook खोलो, Google खोलो और PP में देखो, place में तुम्हारा क्या है, price में क्या है, सब कुछ देखो आराम से. You can implement those things. इधर स्विमिंग का वीडियो और इधर सीधा स्विमिंग पूल में स्विमिंग करते रहो, तो दोनों you can learn and practice basically. Any other questions you have got?
Sir, actually, I have got few questions in my personal chat box, but I think you can finish the funnel diagram part. Then towards the end, we can take those questions.
अभी थोड़ा इंटरेक्टिव हो रहा है तो थोड़ा
अच्छा. So one question is from Vanshika Bali. She is the fifth year student. She is asking that what skills one should have or what skills one should practice to become a digital media marketing expert. The skills she is talking about.
Okay, writing skill, copywriting skill is a must for every digital marketer. You should know how to communicate your concept, how to communicate the problem, the solution. The writing skill is a must. That is a must for everyone. Copywriting is everywhere. What you write on the image, what you video scripts, website content, landing page content, ad copies, ad headings, ad description, email marketing, WhatsApp chat, all these things are copy. So you should start writing. Writing, copywriting skill is the must for every marketer. Even if you are a graphic designer, you should know what to write on the image, how to make it crisp. Okay, copywriting skill is a must. Second thing is problem solving. So basically design thinking, I can call it that. Suppose if I want to sell this, okay, how to derive a plan for that, how I can design a campaign structure for that. All these skills are important. And most important part, guys, this sounds like very oldish skill, but if you want to become a good marketer, you should have empathy in you. If you can feel the pain of your target audience, you don't have to be emotional, but let's say if I want to think like a businessman, if I can have empathy towards my target audience or customers, you can be a very good marketer. People who are empathetic are very good marketer. People who have empathy in them, people who have compassion on solving a problem, helping people solve a problem, you can think automatically. Your brain, your mind, your heart will structure you to create good copies, create good concepts basically. Yeah. Okay, there is a question here. Why stuffing keyword in our content produced for digital platform is important? Because sometimes overstuffing keywords made the content look bad. It has to be readable. Kirti has asked a good question that for SEO purpose, technical purpose, you can stuff keywords. Okay, minimum, at least suppose in an article of 1,000 words, at least your main keyword should be there 4 or 5 times. But जबरदस्ती if you put, it doesn't become readable. अभी कौन सा मूवी का एक रिव्यू आया था शमशेर का, बोला कि अच्छा चल रहा था, बीच में गाना घुसा देता है आउट ऑफ नोवेयर, क्योंकि वो करना था. तो कीवर्ड स्टफिंग शुड बी रिलेवेंट, इट शुड मेक सेंस, सेंटेंस शुड बी रीडेबल, द होल कंटेंट शुड हैव ए फ्लो, द होल कंटेंट शुड बी ए स्टोरी के आप स्टार्ट किए हेडिंग से और एंड में आपको कुछ मिला. तो स्टफ इट वेरेवर रिक्वायर्ड 4 to 5 times. If you have a main keyword, that is more than enough.
Mannat Chawla is asking, sir, can you elaborate on copywriting, why it is so much important?
Okay. Copywriting is communicating with your target audience. It's the marketing communication, right? Why copywriting is important? Because if I write properly, elaborately, clearly, and the other person understand what I want to communicate, half of the thing is done. Example, मैं दिखाता हूँ यहाँ पे. Okay, I'll just finish this PPT so that we can have a better communication here. I can open and show you some examples. So guys, if you want to reach out, just search for my name, you'll find me. And I have shared my Facebook page. And if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on my email ID. I'm sharing this. If you need any kind of assistance, I'm happy to help. And I'll end this presentation so that we can have discussion, we can show other things. So like Mannat was asking, how to elaborate copywriting, why it is so much of important. Let us see an example, right? Let us search something on Google. Let's say, क्या search करेंगे कामिल? Best MBA college.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Whatever you see here is copywriting. The headline जो है ना, admission open for 2022 batch. MBA from top global B schools. Upgrade का आ गया. University of Sydney, Nursi Monji. MBA open, secure your seat now. MBA colleges in Bangalore, fee cut off. This is the blog. So all these things are copy. What you write, see here, what you see here is copy, right? यहाँ पे बोल रहा है global MBA degrees from top B schools. Okay. So here it is actually limiting its audience. Okay. जिसको top B school से करना है, इसके साथ branding क्या आ रहा है? तो top B school costly रहेगा भाई, ये तो 15 लाख वाला MBA है. So some people will not come. That is okay if they want only that kind of thing. यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ सिडनी, डायरेक्टली सिडनी का है, इंटरनेशनल स्कॉलरशिप। तो हम टारगेट सर्चिंग फॉर बैंगलोर, सिडनी का ऐड आ रहा है। Here is a secure your seat now. Okay, why it is selling? It is creating an urgency. So this is copy. This is also copy. Whatever you see on Facebook ad, Google ad, everything is copy. Let's say you go to Facebook ad library. Okay, you can note this down, guys. There is something called Facebook ads library where you can go and check what kind of ads are run by a particular brand or on a particular keyword. So suppose if I want to see, let's say MBA college admission. It will show you all the ads which has MBA admission. So what is written on this image is copy. What is here is copy. What is here is copy, right? तो ये बस चिपका दिया है, जैसे वो वॉल में चिपकाते हैं ना, दिस इज नॉट ए प्रॉपर गुड एड, बिकॉज इन्होंने क्या किया है, बस जो भी लिखना है पूरा लिख दिया है सब उसमें. देयर इज नो क्रिएटिविटी हियर, राइट. इसमें तो और भी है कि एक छोटा सा जगह में पूरा वो वॉल में चिपकाने वाला पूरा कर दिया है. तो यहाँ पे तमिल में लिखा है, आई थिंक दिस इज तमिल, सो दिस टारगेटेड फॉर तमिल ऑडियंस. People will communicate more here. Here, let us see something creative. Meet our counselor in your city, New Delhi, Hamipur. It is more focused. यहाँ पे लोग ज़्यादा connect करेंगे, because there it is talking about human interaction.
Proximity वाला भी angle है.
Correct है, correct है. They are targeting each thing. प्रशांत सक्सेना number भी है. So this is a well designed ad. Okay. 26 years of empowering minds, AIMS Institute. So here, what you write, what people write, स्कूल ऑफ मैनेजमेंट. देखो, दिस इज ए बैड एड कि यहाँ पे दर्शन यूनिवर्सिटी स्कूल ऑफ मैनेजमेंट ये अलग से डाल दिया. कहाँ से क्या, BA BCom BBA ऑनर्स हो गया. नो क्रिएटिविटी. एज यू लर्न द एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ मैनेजमेंट वी मैनेज योर पाथ थ्रू सक्सेस. दिस इज कॉपी अगेन. दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ कॉपी. whatever you see here is copy. Okay. Any other questions?
Yes, sir. Even some of our teachers here, they are willing to ask questions. So I invite Pramod Kumar Pandey, sir. He wants to ask something.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Hello, Pramod ji.
Sir, मेरा ना एक सवाल ये है कि जब एज टीचर्स जब हम स्टूडेंट्स के साथ डिजिटल मीडिया मार्केटिंग जैसे सब्जेक्ट पे बात करते हैं तो स्टूडेंट्स जनरली फैसिनेट होते हैं जब हम उनको टूल्स के बारे में बताएं, किसी टूल के बारे में. They generally see digital media marketing as nothing but knowing as many tools as possible. लेकिन जब अभी आपने यहाँ descriptions दिए जॉब के कि कौन कौन से jobs available हैं, I think 60 to 70% of them were heavily focused on the content. तो सर ऐसे में as teachers हम किस तरीके से स्टूडेंट्स के बीच में ट्रेनिंग के दौरान कंटेंट और टेक्नोलॉजी इन दोनों के बीच में बैलेंस बना सकते हैं सर? आप इस पे अगर कुछ बता पाएं.
Okay. Sir, before you answer this question, मैं भी एक चीज ऐड करूंगा. कल मैं अपने एक कॉलेज के जूनियर के साथ कुछ बात कर रहा था. he is into digital media marketing also, and इस सेशन के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में ही कल मैंने उससे स्पेशली बात करी, because there are students who are coming to him for internship and all. So उसका भी एक ये था कि स्टूडेंट्स जो आते हैं कॉलेज से उनको डिजिटल मीडिया मार्केटिंग का एक अलग ही कॉन्टेक्स्ट होता है. तो वही सेम बात है जो प्रमोद सर ने यहाँ पे अभी पॉइंट रेज किया. तो हम लोग जब पढ़ाते हैं स्टूडेंट्स को तो हम किस तरह से अपने सिलेबस को लेकर जाएं ताकि ये कनेक्शन बना रहे कि जो प्रैक्टिकल अप्रोच है वो भी पूरा हो जाए. बिकॉज हमारे पास 3.5 months होते हैं एक सेमेस्टर में, लाइक कभी कभी 4 महीने भी मिल जाते हैं, लेकिन जो रिजल्ट्स हैं DMM के वो इट टेक टाइम उसका रिजल्ट देखने में. तो वो थोड़ा सा आप सर बताइएगा.
Correct. Okay, so marketing or digital media marketing or digital marketing doesn't happen inside Facebook or Google. It happens before that. Okay. हम लोग normally क्या होता है कि जैसे job point of view या complete marketing point of view, there are different areas of marketing. First thing is to attract people, then engage people, then convert people. There are 3 different things. Okay, fourth one is retain people. Attract, convert, deliver and retain basically. Attraction marketing is all about creating content and educating and explaining. तो blog हो गया, video हो गया, explainer video हो गया, वो एक अलग segment है. हार्डकोर मार्केटिंग में लीड जनरेशन एंड सेल्स हो गया, देन नर्चरिंग हो गया, ईमेल मार्केटिंग हो गया, सपोर्ट हो गया, फिर रीटारगेटिंग हो गया. तो every student should also understand that Facebook advertising my ad tool, this screen is 20 to 30% of your entire advertising. What happens before this is important. Awareness ऐड करने से पहले मुझे जानना चाहिए कि मैं किसको टारगेट करूं. ओके, फॉर दैट एक्चुअली आई कैन सजेस्ट दिस कि फॉर एग्जांपल ये दिखाता हूं मैं, लीन कैनवास फॉर एग्जांपल. There is something called lean canvas. You can search about that on internet. Very useful topic. So before we run any ad or before we take up marketing, we create something like that. That who is your target audience? Okay. For example, ये Profit Funnel University मेरा जो business है उसके लिए है. तो business coaches, life coaches, project management coaches और finance coaches मेरा target audience. What is their problem area? Okay. This is called lean canvas, guys. Lean canvas, you can search for this, it's very popular, and this will change the way you plan your marketing campaigns also. So any kind of campaign, we need to create a lean canvas kind of thing, which is a one-page business model. Who is your target audience, what are their problems, and what solutions we are providing to them. Okay, we should start from this. यहाँ से audience निकलेगा, ad analysis निकलेगा. If you open this and start writing ad, it will not work properly. What is my revenue stream? What is my unique value proposition? Why? What is differentiating me from other competitors? Who are the competitors? Then how people will remember you? What is the analogy basically? Then what are the matrices? के मुझे अगर 3 क्लाइंट चाहिए तो मुझे कितना लैंडिंग पेज व्यू करना पड़ेगा, कितना लीड जनरेट करना पड़ेगा, right? So this goals should be clear. Have a goal, define your audience, create your product or service messaging, then run ads. And what happens after they come to ad is also important. तो दो चीज है, job role point of view, all these things what I showed you is relevant. And in our company, for my company now, suppose there are 17 people, right? In that it's ad करने वाले 4 लोग ही है, ग्राफिक डिजाइनर 3 है, कॉपी राइटिंग में 2 लोग हैं, वीडियो बनाने वाला 1 है, ओके, ईमेल मार्केटिंग के लिए 1 बंदा है, गूगल में 2 लोग है, फेसबुक में 2 लोग हैं, सोशल मीडिया मार्केटिंग के लिए 2 लोग हैं. तो ऑल काइंड ऑफ पीपल आर इन डिमांड. एंड कॉर्पोरेट्स में तो हर जॉब का अलग प्रोफाइल रहता है. मे बी स्मॉलर कंपनी they will give you multiple tasks, but bigger companies will have very focused job roles. Go to LinkedIn and see what kind of job profile people are posting. And also don't join a company जहाँ पे बोलता है कि आपको फेसबुक गूगल दोनों आता है, एसईओ भी तो आना चाहिए, फोटोशॉप आता है कि नहीं. बोल दो कि आप मुझे नहीं आता है सब कुछ, मुझे एक चीज में करना है. हिंदी में कहावत है ना, एक साधे सब साधे, सब साधे सब नशे बोलते हैं. तो एक को साधना करोगे तो होगा. और कभी भी मत बोलना लाइफ में कि मैं गूगल फेसबुक दोनों जानता हूँ, क्योंकि दोनों अलग है. जान सकते हो, बट डोंट कॉल योरसेल्फ एन एक्सपर्ट. वी रिजेक्ट रेज्यूमेज वेयर वी सेड फेसबुक एक्सपर्ट, गूगल एक्सपर्ट. मैं बोला ठीक है, तुम एक्सपर्ट ही रहो. दोनों एक साथ नहीं होता है. ओके, यू कांट कॉल योरसेल्फ एक्सपर्ट इन बोथ द थिंग्स. सो वेरी फोकस्ड लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल रखो, जिसको लॉजिक समझ में आता है, ज्यादा रिसर्च करना है, गूगल में जाओ, नंबर्स गेम है बेसिकली. फेसबुक is storytelling, it's more visual. Facebook, Instagram are more visual. So you can choose your path. You like to write long text, blog लिखना पसंद है, thesis लिखना पसंद है, आर्टिकल लिखना पसंद है, कंटेंट ब्लॉग में जाओ, वीडियो स्क्रिप्ट लिखो. छोटा स्मॉलर स्क्रिप्ट लिखना है, एड कॉपी में आओ, फेसबुक एड, गूगल एड, लिंक्डइन एड, किसी में भी कर सकते हो. ग्राफिक्स पसंद है, यूजर इंटरफेस, यूजर एक्सपीरियंस में कर सकते हो. टेक का थोड़ा बहुत नॉलेज है, यू वांट टू क्रिएट ब्यूटीफुल लैंडिंग पेजेस, वेबसाइट, आप वेब में जा सकते हो. लैंडिंग पेज क्रिएशन इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट सॉट आफ्टर एंड हाईली पेड. वी गेट पेड 20 to 25,000 ओनली फॉर 1 लैंडिंग पेज. आई एम नॉट ब्लफिंग गाइस. कंपनीज पेज अस 25,000 जस्ट फॉर 1 लैंडिंग पेज. लैंडिंग पेज में कैसा ग्राफिक्स रहना है, क्या लिखना है, फॉर्म में क्या होना है, लैंडिंग पेज फिलअप होने के बाद क्या होना है, वी क्रिएट एंड गिव देम द एंटायर थिंग. एक लैंडिंग पेज को 25,000. Of course, like everybody will not pay, but it is a highly paid skill. आप अगर सही कर रहे हो तो you can easily get 10 to 15,000 for 1 landing page. वेबसाइट के लिए you can easily get good amount of money. So evergreen skill है. SEO is again another skill. तो there are multiple roles. Facebook ad, Google ad, normally क्या होता है कि जैसे डॉक्टर MBBS डॉक्टर और इंजीनियर डॉक्टर था ना, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में फेसबुक ऐड, गूगल ऐड ऐसे ही हो जाता है. बट देर आर मेनी अदर रोल्स, peaceful kind of roles or creative roles. Basically, you can discover those things. Feel free to reach out to me. I'll definitely reply to your mail if you have any like any confusion on your job selection or career selection. What type of content converts? $1 million question. The content which your target audience can understand first, addresses his or her problem, and provides a solution that will convert. Simple. मतलब का है तो होगा, को उनको समझ में आना चाहिए. फर्स्ट, communication should be clear. Second, it should address the problem or give a solution. It should solve a problem or make somebody's life beautiful. If that opportunity is seen by your target audience, people will click on it. Then they will connect with you. Okay? आप हेलो बोलने से उधर तो समझना चाहिए ना कि हेलो अगर फॉरेन वर्ड है उसके लिए तो नहीं समझ पाएगा, राइट? वो बाहुबली वाला लैंग्वेज में आप अगर कम्युनिकेट करोगे तो वो भी ऐसे ही वो टोके बोलेगा. तो आप उसका लैंग्वेज में, उसका थॉट, उसका टोन में बात करोगे तो कन्वर्ट होगा. क्लियर हिमांशी?
Yes, sir. So students, if you have any question, you can even raise your hand. You can turn on your camera also. And because we are moving towards the end of the session. So as of now, I think, sir, there is no question. Pramod sir has one more question.
Sir, I have a question that when we suggest students to go for some online course, there are so many platforms that are providing digital media marketing courses. In fact, there are so many platforms now that we find it difficult to understand that which one is credible, which one is charging us, and the kind of value that it is giving for money. So how do we decide which course we have to take up? And if you can just suggest one or two credible, online courses that the teachers and the students can take up, for their own enlightenment.
See, every platform have their own free training. Okay. Ideally, how you should learn without being biased. Even if I run a training company, my training company is focused on business owners. So I don't sell courses for students. Whatever content I want to distribute, I put it on Facebook. But I have experience of good experience and bad experience. Heard from people who have spent, let's say, 5,000 rupees for a small course or 3 lakhs rupees for a big course. Okay. My advice as a the person from the industry is, initially digital marketing is like swimming, experiential learning. You have to get into water to learn it better. So take an internship, and that will be a better way of learning. Apart from that, Facebook has Facebook Blueprint, Google has Google Garage and Google Training. Those are the best training. Okay. Then there are some YouTubers who provide good training. And apart from that, actually, you will get a lot of content. So you have to follow the best person on, for example, Facebook. You want to learn, do the basics, start working on it, follow the influencer on Facebook who is providing content free of cost. Like John Loomer is very known guy in Facebook. If you read his blog, of course, basic and advanced, all these things are there. What we can do is we can create a list of training available in digital marketing, which I recommend. I'll need some time, Pramod ji, but I'll share it with the students. I'll be happy to do that. Yeah. तो प्रैक्टिस करना जरूरी है. आप अगर प्रैक्टिस नहीं करोगे तो नहीं होगा. इट इज लाइक स्विमिंग. डिजिटल मार्केटिंग लाइक इज स्विमिंग. डू समथिंग. लेकिन आपका खुद का बिजनेस, आपका भाई का, कोई रिलेटिव का, घर का है, तो उसी का डिजिटल मार्केटिंग करो. इफ यू नो समबडी, volunteer there, work for 2-3 hours and do an internship. After the course is over, you can join somewhere. At least take 3 months of internship in an agency or in some other organization, so that you actually learn what happens on the spot basically. And apart from that, मुझे actually, मैंने to be honest, मैं judge करने के लिए मैंने कहीं experience नहीं किया. I can't comment about other training institutes. But people are more focused on learning a small skill, getting into the work. तो एक छोटा सा workshop कर लिया किसी में, Facebook का, Google का, और फिर खुद पढ़ा, फिर प्रैक्टिकली इंटर्नशिप करके सीखते हैं. जितना लोग हमारे पास अभी लेट्स से लास्ट 3 साल में मे बी 60-70 लोग आके काम किए हैं, तो दे एडमिट दैट दे लर्न द एक्चुअल थिंग आफ्टर दे स्टार्टेड वर्किंग. वी हैड इंटर्न्स फ्रॉम IIT, IIM ऑल्सो. तो उनका कॉन्सेप्चुअली स्ट्रांग रहता है, बट द प्रैक्टिकल थिंग वो काम करने के बाद ही आता है, राइट? हमने भी ऐसा ही सीखा है. Yes, we do provide internship. Yeah.
Details of this would be shared later when students are willing to, opt for DMM internship. We'll provide those details. Divya Prakash, don't worry for that. So if there is any question, you can put it in the chat box, or else we are moving towards the concluding part of the session. One more question from Himani, sir. She is asking, can Amazon A+ content and ads help with the sales and product when the product is new and has no reviews?
Yes. Amazon markets your product. They have their own logic. They have a lot of customers' data. So data is the king, actually. Content is the king. In marketing, basically, content plus analytics, these two go hand in hand. So Amazon knows which people will buy this kind of product, so it pushes to them. If you are doing paid advertisement with Amazon itself, it will give you a quick result.
So I think we do not have more questions. So, sir, if you want to add few things, or if anything is left, just
start practicing and start getting association of somebody who is doing digital marketing. That is the best way to get started. Yeah. Okay. And second thing which students make mistake, that don't follow too many influencers. If you are following one influencer, follow that person only. For example, Gary Vee is an influencer. Neil Patel is an influencer. If you mix Gary Vee and Neil Patel, it will be something else. It will be khichdi. Okay, khichdi mat karo. अपना career को, अपना thought process को, and clarity. एक influencer को follow करो, उसका completely उसका क्या बोलते हैं, जो बता रहा है उसको करो. You will get success. Same thing with Facebook and Google. Don't try to master both. Be a master of one particular segment of digital marketing and be a master in that. In the process, you will learn other skills also. But you can call yourself an expert in a certain thing. Experts get paid highly. Experts are in demand. India as a economy is adopting digital marketing, and there is a dearth of good digital marketer. Okay. और फेसबुक ऐड में टूल फेसबुक ऐड नहीं है. फेसबुक ऐड से पहले रियल मार्केटिंग जो आपको सिखाया जाता है, मैम को पूछो कि रियल मार्केटिंग क्या है, जो जब कमिल जी पढ़ाना, तो रियल मार्केटिंग में ज्यादा फोकस करो, नॉट ऑन टूल्स. ओके, कैनवा मार्केटिंग नहीं है, वो फेसबुक एड मैनेजर मार्केटिंग नहीं है, दे आर टूल्स. ओके, मोबाइल, कौन से मोबाइल से बात करते हो उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता, क्या बात करते हो वो फर्क पड़ता है, राइट? फोकस ऑन द रियल सब्सटेंस, रियल मार्केटिंग. डिजिटल पार्ट में, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में मार्केटिंग 80% है, डिजिटल 20% है. ओके, दैट्स इट गाइस, एंड ऑल द बेस्ट. आई एम अवेलेबल ऑन सोशल मीडिया, यू कैन रीच आउट टू मी. जस्ट बुकमार्क माय पेज समटाइम, लाइक कहीं पे याद रख लो, एंड आई विल बी हैप्पी टू आंसर योर क्वेश्चंस.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for such an enriching session. Now I invite Professor Dr. Susmita Bala, Head DME Media School, to give the concluding remarks and the formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, Kamil. Thank you, Shibaram Mishra ji, sparing time for us. Lecture delivered by you was very interesting and informative manner. I think students benefited a lot. आपने जितनी चीजें बताई वो वाकई में बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग थी, और मैं जबकि न्यू मीडिया और डिजिटल मीडिया में इतनी नहीं हूँ, फिर भी मुझे बहुत सारी चीजें समझ में आई, और इतना कंफर्टेबल तरीके से आपने बताया कि स्टूडेंट्स की क्वेरीज तो मुझे लगता है बहुत ज्यादा होंगी, फिर भी जितने लोगों की क्वेरीज थी, और जिस तरह से आपने कहा कि फोकस ऑन कंटेंट, तो कंटेंट में फोकस करेंगे तो ज्यादा करेंगे. आप सिर्फ फोन पे जो बात कर रहे हैं, किस फोन से कर रहे हैं, दैट इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट. इम्पोर्टेंट इज कंटेंट. तो सो थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर दिस सेशन. थैंक यू.
आई आल्सो एंजॉयड मैम, लाइक इट्स ए वे
और
टू.
आप जो कह रहे थे कि हम फेस टू फेस मिलेंगे, बिल्कुल 100% मिलेंगे, और जब भी आप यहाँ आएंगे तो डीएमई जरूर आएंगे.
डेफिनेटली मैम, डेफिनेटली.
So with this, we are formally concluding this session. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining the session. I thank Dean, DME Media School, HOD, DME Media School, and all the faculty members for making the SOP 2022 session possible.
The first impression that comes to our mind about any college: tall buildings, big classrooms, large lobby areas, thick books, IT labs, assignments, class tests, and projects. Nothing besides that. Every hour, minute, second spent here help us carving and shaping our persona, cultivating innovative mindsets for the challenging world. Learning is a lifelong process. Sharing knowledge, inculcating values of life, spark the innovative horizons of mind. Fun and frolic is the nature of every nook and corner here. A daily dose of thrill we are sure to get here.